What is going on, Tenta Crew? My name is Billy the Squid, and we are camless for the day, but that is okay because we have a lot of Bloodborne to play. And so the reason that we're doing this instead of going into the DLC is because I'm a big dingus, and I forgot that Bloodborne does not allow you to run around after you beat the final boss. So it restarted us. So we're at least gonna have to fight up until we can get access to the DLC. But I figured, for the sake of testing this build out proper, and also for the sake of potential future content, we should do a New Game Plus run, fight all the bosses on New Game Plus, and see if they're any more or less difficult in a New Game Plus cycle. This game is has a notorious difficulty jump in the New Game Plus content, specifically in the DLC. So as of right now, we are level 73. That's what we finished the game at last time. We are going to level up to probably 110. That's usually what I end up settling out builds at, 110, 120. We'll just have to see. Once I start hitting hard caps on the necessary stats, I don't really see any reason to go up past those. We also still need to do our Chalice dungeons, which I can't remember if the Chalice dungeons stay or don't in New Game Plus cycles, so we might have to meme through some Chalice dungeons here at some point, because they do stay a static difficulty. They do not scale with the New Game Plus cycle. But Celia, Pork, the rest of chat on both platforms, how y'all doing tonight? Happy to see everybody. And happy to be back to streaming. We had a nice, long, healthy Final Fantasy 16 stream on Monday. That was a lot of fun. We finished up the game. And boy, what an amazing game that was. Had a very good time with it. Storyline great, combat great. A few minor gripes that I'll probably put in the video format at some point. But I feel like it was a good return to form for the Final Fantasy franchise, even though I find Final Fantasy 15 perfectly playable, and not just playable, to be one of my personal favorites. But I know I'm in the minority on that regard. How are we looking on both platforms, by the way? Is anybody having any issues? I don't remember how to play this game. There we go. Okay. What's up, Disco? How you doing? How nice of you to stay sitting there, bud. Quite kind, even if it was to your detriment. Also, we're probably going to be pretty quickly running through most of these areas. No real reason to linger too much. I'll fight what I feel like fighting and run past the rest, so. But yeah, we'll have a good old-fashioned Bloodborne time. I will say the increased damage levels are quite noticeable in the New Game Plus cycle. I think that's the biggest issue most people have with New Game Plus cycles, is things hit a lot harder. Like a lot harder. Yeah, sorry about not getting into a stream yesterday. Work ended up holding me over, and then by the time I got home and got to relaxing, I was just exhausted. So, spend the night chilling. Grinded a little bit of Diablo with the new season coming out. That's something I felt obligated to do. Come here, bud. You ever parry a man off of a jump attack? More damage equals more HP to rally, yes. Make use of those mechanics. It is actually very satisfying seeing like half of your health bar disappear and then reappear within a combat cycle from just keeping that aggression up. One of the best features that honestly separates Bloodborne from the rest of the Souls-like ilk. This club's actually thumping right now. The club side of things. Very impressed. Hi, boys. Bye, boys. I just casually put that man in the dirt. No, he's not dead? Wild. Listen. If you guys want me to cheese you, I will cheese you. I have no problems doing it. If you want to give me those good blood vials, let's go, boys. Let's go. Boom. One down. Two down. Give it to me, baby. Also, the amount of blood echoes you get is significantly increased to 700 from a basic bitch villager. We love that. We actually love that. There's 3 hits from the club, 2 hits from the boom hammer if we light it up. I figured it'd probably be 3 hits if we don't light it up. And then 2 hits from the Whirligig Saw seems to be the consensus as of right now. Alrighty. Let us... Can we not level up right now? I have so much insight, lady. Let's get the one weapon we didn't get, which was the threaded cane. We can get the blunderbuss as well, in case we feel like doing that. Okay, good. So our Chalice Dungeon progress did stick around, so that's nice. That's nice. I'm honestly curious if leaving and then coming back will give me access. I like The Offspring. Good band. Quality band. Quality reference. Hello, Jake. That and Nana, why don't you get a job?
Hello.
Quality songs.
Very well.
Haven't been the biggest fan of their newer stuff. That's just me. Since everything does hit significantly harder in this mode. I do think Vitality is where we should start really putting our efforts. I think the secondary hard cap is 50. So we've already got strength up to 50, which I do believe is the damage cap. Yeah, 50. 25 and then 50 for all the damage stats. 50 for health. Which, honestly, once I get the health up to 50, we'll probably throw a little bit into endurance just so that we can whirligig a bit more. But that'd really be it, honestly. Enigma, how it go, bro? How it go? Let's throw those into that to get that nice, healthy health bar. This is also going to help make the runes that we have slotted be a lot more valuable. Because we have 2% health runes as well as... Yeah, 5% health, 10% health, and then 10% stamina. And then we have the stamina recovery speed from the Hunters rune. Where are we at in Bloodborne? We're restarting. We have to do a boss rush because I forgot that after you kill Moon Presence, the game resets on you. So we're going to do a new game plus boss rush, go through the base game bosses, and then jump into DLC. I also need to do the last of the Chalice dungeons at some point at their appropriate level. So after we fight a few bosses, we'll probably jump into some Chalice dungeons to have a little bit of fun there.
You are cursed. Go.
Bye, boys. Do we have Molotovs? We do. Get away from me, you weirdo. I'm trying to equip some Molotovs. I'm trying to equip some fire. Do we have oil urns as well? We do. We got a few oil urns. Cool. Enigma, Jake, Disco, Pork, Celia. Happy to see you all. That did fuck all for damage. But it did do that. And we take that. Alright, time to whirligig my duder's legs off. Get over here. Get over here. Okay. Somehow that went right over our head. They did not scale you very well to New Game Plus, sir. I'm gonna throw that out there. You do not have the damage really to compete. GG, Mr. Cleric Beast. You just got whirligigged, bud. It's got sliced up like a pepperoni pizza. Oh, not too much, my guy. Not too much at all.
Welcome.
Did that give me enough for a level up, or are we... We are still in level up territory. Okay, 40k. Good deal. Good deal. All right, off to Father G. Trying to figure out if I want to get the music box or not, or fight him. Sans music box. Yeah, and we won't hear about the appeal until Friday when they make the appeal, so... I just hope that they bring something to the table other than Jim Ryan's disapproval. We'll see. We'll see. Because if they don't bring anything new besides Jim Ryan's disapproval, then I don't fucking get it. Like, now if they roll up with like Google and make a good cloud gaming argument, then maybe we'll be in business or something, but that'd be about the only thing I could think of that could like even slightly sway things, because their show up in the initial trial was laughable at best. I don't even think they knew what they were arguing. Fun fact, as long as the dog stays in the cage, it is a one-shot no matter what. As you saw there, the health bar actually was, like, gone, but since it was in the animation of jumping out, it got a different health bar. We'll see. We will indeed see. It'll be interesting to see what grounds they appeal it on. Never contend with the enemy again. Nah, we don't need the music box. We're fine. We'll fight Father G legit. I don't think they will. I don't think the judge was biased at all. She has stated the obvious and made them look stupid. Haha! Fuck you, elevator. Didn't want to ride you anyway. Alright, boys. Bring it on down. My best friend, the boulder. Only in New Game Plus, the boulder isn't even strong enough to kill some of these guys. God, the Whirligig Saw rallies like nobody's business. Yeah, man, it's crazy world we live in. We knew this was going to be a fight, though. With a merger like this, we knew that it was going to happen. And I figured this would have happened whether it had been Sony making a massive merger or Xbox. So, to be expected for sure. Yes. This man has one hit left. Papa G. Let's go. Light 'em up. So they wanted it on grounds for appeal. Gotcha. So this is a cheese you can do, apparently. Ouch. Oh, we missed. We missed. We missed, and he hurts.
What's that smell? Sweet blood. Oh, it sings to me.
Ooh, caught me right in the back of the head there. Come on, Mr. G. Ooh, there we go. There we go, bud. Keep it up, keep it up. That reach is impressive. I will give you that. I need to be careful or he's actually going to kill me here. How embarrassing would that be? Alright, Whirligig time. Now we've hit phase 2. Up here on some flat ground. That music hype up, though. It does it for me. Ooh, that has more range than I was expecting. And GG Father G. To be fair, and this might be me being a Sony shill, and we'll discuss it more tomorrow on the podcast. By the way, check out the Pre-Patch Podcast YouTube channel for all of your gaming news and needs. This will be a heavily talked about topic tomorrow. I don't think, like, obviously, if it limits the market in a reasonable way, then yes, there will be talks of Sony if Sony goes to acquire something like this. But I honestly think that the main reason that this is getting the amount of attention and scrutiny that it is getting is not because of Call of Duty, is not because of any of that stuff. It is because of the back end Microsoft has and a wallet that other companies cannot compete with. And I genuinely think that the only reason this has went as far as it has is because if there wasn't enough pushback from government agencies and whatnot, there's a very real chance that Microsoft could buy out everything before proper stuff is put into place. That's the only reason. Yeah, maybe. I think the concerns about the back end that Microsoft could effectively buy out its competition or purchase its competition up is concern. Well, that's because they're competitive in their own fields. Or there's competitors in their own fields that have similar backings. Honestly, Amazon does have a an overwhelming gap in the online commerce space. Wrong way. It is a tinfoil hat theory, and one that would not be legal, I don't think. I don't think any entity is going to allow Microsoft to do that. My other concern also is that, and we'll see with Starfield, like you were saying in the podcast chat, Enigma, Starfield is going to be the make or break moment for Microsoft on whether these acquisitions are actually going to lead to an increased quality from game developers. Because that's my other concern, is that they buy up the market and then they don't actually compete where it matters in making a quality product.
You're a back what? Oh, take this. Beast hunting is...
Thank you, sir, for the fire paper. And I hate to say it, the more I look into Starfield, the more excited I get about it. And this is coming from somebody who had no interest in Starfield when it first got announced, just because of them screwing up my Mountain Mama so bad. I need to do a 12-hour Fallout 76 stream one day. Maybe next birthday, that'll be my, if there's not a good game release coming out around that time, I'll do a West Virginia shows everybody around West Virginia in a video game. Wow, that was a lot of fall damage. I mean, it's true. Sony does not, if Microsoft wants to throw the money around, Sony does not have a way to compete with that. The only way they have to compete with is to make good quality games that people purchase and make deals to incentivize more people to come to their console. Whether that is developer good faith or what have you, they have been able to hold the market lead thus far doing those practices. And yes, if Microsoft wants to throw its money around, they have no foot to stand on because there's no way that they can compete with the Microsoft backend. That being said, if this ends up being something that devalues gaming overall, like a lot of people are theorizing Game Pass might be, a way of making game quality lower but more affordable, well, there you go. But we're not there yet. We'll have to continue seeing how this all plays out. Let's not bring up Jimmy Boy. I think the gaming populace as a whole, even Sony fanboys, don't like Jim Ryan.
Hunter! Didn't you see the warning? Turn, fella.
I think Sony would be a significantly more respected member of the gaming industry if Jim Ryan wasn't their gaming head. The gaming head for Sony. And I'll also give it to Phil Spencer, Microsoft, and all of them. They postured extremely well off of Redfall's failure and actually turned it into a net positive for this deal moving forward. I don't know how they did it, because you would think a Bethesda title doing poorly, which was one of their recent acquisitions, would have spoke the latter, but them saying basically having to admit where they stand in the market race, that they don't see themselves competing with Sony on a console level and all this other stuff. It was a good move. It was making the best out of a bad situation. Meow. Wakey wakey, buddy. Bong! Yo, what's up, CJ? How you doing, bud? You. Yo, are these werewolves weaker than the ones upstairs? It sure do seem like it. Doing great, bud. I mean, people do want Xbox to compete. There's no doubt about that. But I think they want them to compete in a... Oh, no. I would just like to see the quality of Xbox first-party titles go up. They've had a few good successes, but they're still very rocky on both their critical reception and their launch windows. So that's what I want to see from Microsoft. I want to see them compete in a way that actually matters to people that aren't fanboys of one system or another, and that's by making good games. And whether this merger helps or hurts them make good games, that's fine. I want Game Pass to be the best deal that you can get in gaming. I want there to be banger after banger after banger day one coming out. Because that would be awesome. That would mean more people get to enjoy these games. As long as it doesn't hurt the developers and publishers in the process, then it's a win all the way around. Like, that's an ideal world to live in. I don't want Sony or Microsoft to have an unfair hold on the industry. I still want them to make Killzone. And apparently there is a new Killzone that's supposedly, like, in development, but the leaks that it was going to be announced at the last Sony showcase proved to be faulty. But Killzone could easily be a Call of Duty competitor. See, I don't feel bad about that on Microsoft's end. I feel bad about that on the consumer end. But up until recently, Microsoft just let Sony do this, and now they're crying that they can't compete. Because Microsoft, I guarantee, was in conversations with these devs and producers and all that stuff, and just didn't want to forward, like, make the jump past. I also don't know what the development cycle is like between Xbox consoles and Sony consoles when it comes to exclusivity development, on if a PlayStation is easier to develop for over an Xbox. I wouldn't think that would be the case, considering Microsoft PCs are where most things are developed. So you would think it would be a pretty easy transition, but that just shows how little I know about gaming development as a whole. And Microsoft has played the same ball as Sony on that. They both pay off for exclusives. They both pay off for this and that. It's just Microsoft's finally showing that they have the bigger wallet, or at least they've been allowed to use that bigger wallet. Gotcha. I figured as much. I'm just like I said, I'm trying to reason it out in my head because I don't have the insight into the industry. Oh shit. I have to go buy this thing again. That went a little bit close to me butthole. I mean, I can't either. I can't either, but by that same token, you would expect games on both systems to come out at reasonably the same quality, and we know that's not the case, so... The Xbox Series X, yes, they are comparable on technical terms. I actually think the Xbox Series X might have a little bit of an edge on GPU power, but I think the SSD and CPU of the PlayStation is a little bit better. I've seen plenty of technical tests that show that the Xbox Series X tends to hold more stable frame rates than what PlayStation does, but PlayStation's load times and asset acquisition is quicker. Yeah. Sony learned its lesson about architecture a long time ago during the PS3 era. The PS3 era, while that architecture was chef's kiss wonderful and really set itself like ahead graphically, it was something the developers struggled so hard to develop for. Like ridiculously hard. That's why the PS3, it hasn't been backwards compatible from any of the systems. PS4 couldn't run PS3 games, and the PS5 can't run PS3 games. The architecture was just so fucking off. What am I doing? What am I doing? I gotta go beat, I gotta go up, beat up the Scream Queen. Oh, he missed. How embarrassing. Oh my god, your boy flamethrowered you. Don't worry, I will avenge you. Trial by fire. That man there is actually low-key terrifying. Early game, that flamethrower will just blitz you down, dude. It'll blitz you down bad. By the way, boyos and girls, I've been playing Final Fantasy 16's New Game Plus Final Fantasy difficulty a little bit in my free time, and it is good. It's a lot of fun. It brings an appropriate difficulty to the game that I feel like was missing through most of the initial playthrough. It's like the game actually respects your ability to play the game at that point. I was very happy to see. So I haven't gotten very far in it, but the few bosses and encounters that I have fought have been good. It's refreshing that they have changed up the ads that you're gonna fight, like the mobs are different combinations of like higher level, like higher difficulty enemies, which is good. And they've added a lot more elites into the game, which elites were some of the most fun things to fight. For sure. Sony, while I can't get behind how they've been doing things, I can't also hold it against them for going the route that they have with this deal. They are in a prime spot in a lot of avenues, and this deal is going to upset that prime spot. Of course they're going to fight like hell to do it. How they've been doing it has not been very cash money in my eyes, but that's not on. Fuck me, that waited. Since when does that wait through an animation to kill you? Okay, I see you. I see you. First death of the run. I wouldn't be worried about the studio payoff too much. I don't think that's the biggest issue. My biggest concern is that they were relying too much on third-party games to generate funds, and then they were making their exceptionally well-made first-party games on a loss because they could. That's my concern, in that without this without a proper third-party deal bringing them in money, that Sony games as a whole are going to suffer on a quality aspect. Because in that situation, nobody wins either. Gamers get worse games. Nobody wants that. Let's get all the proper stuff going here. We need fire paper, we need blood pellets. Is there anything else? And we need numbing mist just in case. I'm gonna try the old one cycle method here. See if we can get it off with the here, do this. God, she has so much fucking health. So much health, dude.
Master Willem.
And you're not wrong there,
to bid
Enigma.
you farewell.
Sony could be lying out their teeth just to block the merger, and if this deal goes through, whatever money they make off of the off of Call of Duty being on their consoles could very well still be enough to fund whatever projects they want to do. He could be lying out his teeth. They've both showed intent through this whole thing. Microsoft has not come out of this like scar free. They've definitely showed intent with where they want to be, especially with the details being leaked about them knowing that Starfield was going to be a Sony exclusive, so they bought out the studio as a whole to prevent it. Like, that shows intent from both sides. And both sides' willingness to play the buyout game, which is not going to end well in Sony's favor.
Welcome. Very well. Farewell, good hunter.
Well, if they accepted the deal, then they forfeit their right to proper litigation on this. They'll accept the deal once it's all done, 100%. But they couldn't. They cannot accept the deal while this is all going down. So I don't blame them for not accepting the 10-year deal. But yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to fight the Witches of Hemwick again, just because that fight is cut and dry every single time. There's no point in me testing it in New Game Plus because it's not going to be any different. Nothing ever hits you in that fight. It's just you running around looking for ladies while dodging ghosty use. Yeah, again, from a business perspective, I don't blame them. I don't blame them a single bit. And technically, they could have done this with any exclusive that they put out there. They could have competed with Sony's in-game exclusives, too, by having their own independent in-game exclusives. They could have done this at any time. I don't know if they were just playing nice with Sony or what the deal is, but .360 era forward, they with 360 era was the last leading era for them, and I don't know why in the next like so many generations they have went the way they went with things. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Gaming's more profitable now than it's ever been, so it could have very well been Microsoft didn't know what they had on their hands until the fight was getting too big already, you know? There's been no escalation in behavior. Sony's done the same thing for years. Like, there has been no escalation in behavior. It's just Microsoft finally decided to play ball with their wallet. The behavior's always been there. To be honest with you, it's the only reason I own a Sony console is because of this behavior. It worked on me because I enjoy a significant amount of their first-party titles. The behavior's always been there. It's just not been up until now that Microsoft wanted to play ball. And they're wanting to stand... Like, I don't think there is a moral high ground for either of these companies. Genuinely. I think both Microsoft, Xbox, and Sony PlayStation, they're both playing the same game. They're both playing it the same way, with the same end goal. Now, Phil Spencer, on one hand, might see things completely different from Microsoft and Xbox as a company as a whole. But at the end of the day, they have the same end goal. Both Sony and Xbox. Sony's gotten away with it for too long. And now that there's an not insurmountable league, but a significant lead between the two, Xbox is having to pull the only flex that they have, which is a bigger wallet. It's sad but true things. And is it playing fair? That's neither here nor there. Fair play doesn't matter in business. Like you said earlier, Celia, the goal is to get the oranges up the stairs. I think most people would prefer them to play in a more fair landscape where, or a more fair playing field that Sony is actually able to compete in. And I think that's where Sony fanboys, I guess would be the term, have any like reasonable argument at all. Is because the landscape that they are playing in as far as acquisitions and wallet size and all of that is a field that Sony cannot play in themselves if Microsoft so chooses it. They are literally at the mercy of Xbox, Microsoft not to throw the fucking wallet around. It's just the way it is. Yeah, it's like a fight. There's no such thing as a fair fight. If you're getting the shit punched out of you, do what it takes to win, to walk away. Same way it is with business. Yes, there's laws and regulations about how you can handle things, and we're getting that view firsthand with all of this litigation. But at the end of the day, business, especially competitive business, is a fight. Now, obviously, if Xbox goes under tomorrow, Microsoft, while they will be hurt a little bit, it's not going to send the company under. I don't necessarily feel the same way about Sony. I feel like if PlayStation ended up going under tomorrow, I feel like Sony would probably die out as a company, all things considered. I don't see Sony TVs or anything like that bringing in enough profit to keep the company afloat. I could be wrong on that as well. I know Sony cameras are fucking top tier. I know that they've got a lot of good things going for them, but I feel like the big chunk of their internal revenues come from the PlayStation stance, which is why they're fighting so hard for their stance in the market. mean, I wouldn't, Enigma. They didn't go after, Redfall wasn't the tipping point. Or not Redfall, but, Deathloop wasn't the tipping point. And that was also a Bethesda published game. Yeah. I don't like that. I don't like that guy. I don't like that guy. Was Elder Scrolls 6 in that exclusivity conversation? I knew Starfield was, but I didn't know Elder Scrolls 6 was. I guess the biggest point I'm trying to make is you can be upset from either side of the fence. What I wish more people realized is that if push came to shove, neither company is doing this with the consumer in mind. They're doing this all with the intent of getting ahead of the other. I mean, I think any game out there that's third party is on the table for potential first party exclusivity. Well, third party exclusivity, but. I don't think they would reasonably be able to. I don't think the governing bodies would allow it. I love big bunks and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. Ooh, okay. Nice counter there, bud. I respect it. Walk right into that one. That was my own bad. That was my bad. other way. I'm more comfortable running clockwise against these guys than I am counterclockwise. I don't know why, it just feels it's more familiar, it's more comfortable. Alright, the melee shadow is getting close to Transformville. I think a little bit further and he's gonna be blasting, so we need to start bringing the heat to the mage. I don't foresee Elder Scrolls 6 being exclusive. I genuinely don't. Microsoft is smart enough as a company to know that there is a player base on PlayStation that is worth investing in and allowing PlayStation to get some money off of, because it would be more beneficial for them in the long run than it would be to lock it to exclusivity and lose out on this game. Ooh, Wombo! Wombo! Big Wombus! Maybe I'm being overly optimistic. I mean, they're not playing the console game. As long as Elder Scrolls 6 is day one on Game Pass, they don't give a shit about the console. That's how I genuinely feel about it. I mean, your boy Phil Spencer said so himself. They are not looking to compete on that front. They are looking to compete on alternate avenues. That transition is always fucking sketch, boys. But we got him. No, what I'm saying, Enigma, I think you're misunderstanding where my head's at with this. They're not looking for console exclusives to sell consoles, as backwards as that sounds. They're looking for value of Game Pass to sell consoles. The conglomeration of that as a whole is their console selling, not individual games being exclusive to their console. Is how I feel their business is being conducted at this point.
Welcome. Very well. Farewell, good hunter.
Alright, what's next? What do we do next, folks? We're level 88 now. Yeah, but did you not did I not explain it very well on why they don't need to have a exclusive game on their console to necessarily sell consoles? At least not ripping a third-party game down to an exclusive game. They don't need that kind of heat or scrutiny. I think eventually Game Pass will amass enough value to possibly warrant an Xbox purchase. That is what I think they are working towards. We don't know that yet. You can still have third party. Well, no, is it second party at that point? If it's a game made and developed by an Xbox owned studio that goes to Sony. For Sony, it would be a third party game, right? Or am I seeing this? I don't know how that shit works. You get what I'm saying now. Yeah. That. You get it. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Cool. We're on the same page then. We're on the same Ellen page then. I don't want to mess with you. I just want to go and get the door, which I need to get the key for. Fuck me. Okay. And this is where we get blasted by fucking space dust. Leave me alone. I mean, very... We will see, indeed. Like I said, it's probably just wishful thinking. The potential of Elder Scrolls... Leave me alone, dude. I don't want what you're selling. The potential of Elder Scrolls or Fallout being on Xbox exclusive is the whole reason my dad hasn't purchased a PS5 yet. So they would at least have his purchase in that realm. Listen, my guy. Jesus. I forgot how much damage these spiders do. Holy crap. The sooner you admit to yourself that both of these companies are scummy with minimal interest outside of maintaining a consumer base, the better. I don't see any moral high ground to be had for either of them. This boss is the worst for anybody that doesn't like spoders. Oh my god, he got me with the meteor shower. It's also a bullshit boss in general. The difficulty does not come from actual mechanics. The difficulty comes from mobs and difficult to avoid, like magics. It's not your traditional From Software boss because the magic and such that it uses is not good. I'm gonna try this one cycle in a different method this time. Listen, pick your cartoon villain. I'm just saying that both of them shouldn't, like, there should be no moral contest between companies. If one was a gaming charity that was making games for everybody, then maybe you would have some morals there, but end of the day, end goal's the same. Take people's money. Just what value are they bringing to the table? And any of this legislation stuff does not for that. And acquisitions do not for that. Puts us straight into phase 3. Cool. At least at this stage of the game, I have enough health to survive a lot of the bullshit. The big ouchies come from if I get counter hit or wombo comboed by the spiders. Like, that little hit there didn't do anything to me because I didn't get counter hit from it. Even ROM's attacks don't do a lot to you. my god. But then bullshit like that happens, and you fucking die with one hit. I just find it hard to root for a villain in either scenario. And I see a future where Sony disappears far before I see a future where Microsoft and Xbox disappears. I guess that is ultimately, at the end of the day, my, like, final concern on the matter. Alright, round 3. It can't possibly go bad this time, right? Got me. Been so much better if he hadn't shown face towards me, and then ooh, this on the other hand I do like. And get a few more hits before the beast hood wears out. Okay, beast hood wore out, but that's fine. We're in a decent position. There we go. GG, Rom. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Celia. Even if the Bethesda scoop up was a little bit of the sneaky steak lifestyle. I still have the tonsil stone. No. No, I do not. Good thing I checked.
Welcome. What? Very well.
also something to be said about the backing, that even if you are more upfront about things, that there's not a lot that can be done because of the backing is, I don't know. It did become an exclusive, though, just to the other side. It just switched sides. Nothing changed. It's just one consumer base not getting a product when another does. It's bad either way. I can do the old clip. I don't know how to do it without the saw cleaver. I don't think I'm going to be able to. Where are we at? Hunter mark. Get me out of here. Yeah, you're not wrong. At the end of the day, any form of exclusivity is bad for us, the gamers. But a certain level of exclusivity needs to be accepted to, at least I feel like it needs to be accepted, to allow for these studios to truly push the industry forward. I don't want the gaming space to stagnate just because of one thing or another. I want competition to drive innovation. Yep, exactly. And I can't really back anybody that champions one plastic box over the other when both are doing, again, they're doing the same things. Doing the same shit, just a different way in a different day. All right, Mr. Parle. See how you hold up in New Game Plus. I forgot that actually does damage. Wow, that foot is not breaking. There we go. There we go. There we go. One more foot. That front right Tootsie's looking good. Bump. Now it's headshot. Boom. Yeah. Yeah. That's what you get, Parl. Oh, I can be mad at it all day. You don't tell me what I can and can't do. But I'm not mad at it as a Sony defender. I am mad at it the same way I was mad
Welcome.
when
Very well.
Sony bought up Insomniac Games. While I was not going to be negatively affected by it, it does suck that future Insomniac titles that aren't Spider-Man are going to be locked most likely to the Sony platform. That sucks. Ratchet and Clank, for instance, amazing games. I don't think they were Sony exclusive. Resistance Fall of Man, if that franchise ever comes back. The same way I wasn't happy when Bungie got bought out, even though Destiny 2 didn't go anywhere. We've got that new game that's coming out that will be Sony exclusive. That sucks. Yeah. Yeah. Exclusives are weird, man. It's that gray area where you need it to push the industry forward to create competition, but you also need, you also, at least from a gamer perspective, want there to be as little as possible. Yeah, exactly. And I would rather see it by Xbox and PlayStation, like, created studios rather than studios that are being bought up from the third-party level. I think is where my mindset works on it. Like, if Sony created studios made Sony exclusives, that makes sense. Just like Xbox created studios make Xbox exclusives, that makes sense. I don't like seeing more and more third-party studios being pulled from the third-party space. And I don't like seeing third-party studios making first-party exclusivity contracts. That's not good either. And that is where my biggest issue lies, is in both of those facts. Facts that both Sony and Microsoft are guilty of. The only thing that matters to the company is money. Arms races and capitalism aren't necessarily synonymous in that regard. You still have that third party to contend with, which is the consumer. And good business should be built on the back of the consumer. guys. Pulsing little arrow shooters. Fuck me. That one lady being down there might actually be fucking detrimental. Haven't decided yet. This has been a good conversation, by the way, guys. I've actually really enjoyed this talk. I can just pizza cut this and call it a day, right? Yeah, sure can. Sure can. God, I love this boss, dude. This boss is hilarious. How a boss that's so easy could be so fun. Just dismantling it, and this, I wish they would bring like the part breaking aspect back to other From Software games. I know that's one of the things that makes Bloodborne unique, is the limb breaking mechanic, but it's way too fun, man. And there's a lot of strategy that you can do around chaining limb breaks and stuff.
Welcome. What is it you... Very well then. Farewell, good.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Celia. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, as long as these purchases bring out quality games, then that is, at the end of the day, what matters. It'll suck if they are exclusive, but as long as they are quality, there is still, like, worth in that. Still value in that. Yeah, but this isn't the human kingdom, and there's a reason why there's laws and legislation around monopolization and stuff. Competition has to exist. It's not always going to be consumer-friendly competition, but it has to exist. And I get what you're saying about that, but I don't think that people that actually care about like the future of gaming as a whole are that tribalistic. I really don't. Like I get no joy out of telling somebody, "Oh, you want to play Final Fantasy 16? Well, just get a fucking PlayStation, you nerd." Like that doesn't bring me any joy. And I've told you that time and time again. I mean, like, it fucking sucks that it's a PlayStation exclusive. I just happen to be on the right side of the field for this one. I will never be happy about withholding something from somebody else. That's not my nature. Okay, PC, you got the flex. You can flex that as a PC player. But hell, man, even PC, like, the PC interface has some affordable options. Like, it's nice to be able to tell people, yeah, just get a Steam Deck, bro. You want to play PC games or get access to a wider scale of games from both Sony, Xbox, and third party? Steam Deck's available to you, man. And then you can get the little hookup so you can hook it up to your TV. It's basically just as good as a Switch, if not a little bit better. I love Linkin Park, dude. I love Linkin Park, dude. Enigma, you need to come into chat more often, my guy. I know you're around, but you're fun to bullshit with while I fucking mindlessly run through a video game. We've almost beaten Bloodborne, by the way. New Game Plus. We've almost beaten this game already. How funny is that? Oh no. No, I just got dunked! I just got fucking owned! Oh, I just got riggedy wrecked, son. The Wombo combo was real, and I was not ready. Nah, you're right, Celia. I get what you mean. Such is the duality of a Souls player. Such is the duality of these fucking games, my dude. I even got the perfect runoff too. He didn't even do the big loop, making me have to backtrack. He's gonna do it again. He wants a round two. Now, not later. Alright, bud. Get your fucking tentacle touch away from me, okay? My fucking market, you're not tapping into it, okay? I invented the tentacle touch. You're just an adopter of it. Oh my god. There we go. Alright. There we go. Phase 1 done. Let us see if phase 2 gives us the fucking hurt. Actually, how many poison knives do I have? 14? We might try to meme him. Just because I don't feel like fighting him legit. I've already fought him legit once. True, true, true. You ain't wrong there. Is there a secret way up here to get him to jump down proper? I don't think there is.
As you once did for the vacuous moon. Gone.
There we go. Okay. Let's see if we can do the old meme. Not sure how much health he has in this phase. Okay, 3 knives to cause the tick. Yeah, man. Weird times. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna have enough poison here to finish this man off. Got 2 more tosses. If I had the cannon, we'd be in business. If I had the cannon, we'd be big winning. Ugh. So work was good today. Well, I need to make small talk while this guy ticks down slowly. Actually, I had a really good time. We're training a new supervisor. Things are going well there, so pretty happy. Life is good. All right, we need to start figuring out how we're about to best this boy. Get all them throwies out. This just goes to show how much I actually despise fighting this man. That I'm willing to take and waste not only my time, but y'all's time by showing you the cheese method. If this was a new game cycle, that would have been enough poison knives to get the job done. Unfortunately, it was not a new game, like not an original new game cycle. So we gotta make do with what we got. Three damage, holy. I don't think we got enough here, folks. If only we had a bigger gun. And I'm out of throwies, aren't I? How disappointing. I can just run up and tag him. All right, this is the moment. Okay. He didn't run the way I wanted him to. Let's heal up before I forget.
Some say cousin.
No, not like this. I give the fuck up, dude. I panicked. I panicked and paid the ultimate price. I deserved every bit of that. It could not have happened a more From Software way. Yeah. Yeah. R.I.P. my dude. what we get for trying to be fancy.
Jolly, 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 jolly cooperation.
Yo, Gold, thank you for the follow there, bud. Appreciate you. Stop memeing and just do the damn thing. Oh my. That was terrifying and awkward. I never want it to happen again. Never want it to happen again.
Majestic! A hunter is a hunter, even in a dream. But alas, not too fast. The nightmare swirls and churns unending.
I wonder what Micklash Cage's like end goal was for all this. It was transcendence, right? He wanted to become like Rom. And so he locked himself in the nightmare realm. As apparently many did before him, because there's plenty of other peeps there with the Mensis cage on, so. Whoa. Ouch. You bitch. Smack my ass one more time, and I call the police. Alrighty, get down there. We'll do it legit this time. You messed up, bud. You lose. Good day.
Oh, now I'm waking up. I'll forget everything.
Prey slaughtered. You are nothing but prey, Mr. Micklash. Whoopsie. Somehow I got completely fucking ass backwards. Not to be confused with completely ass fucking backwards. All right, so we've got the wet nurse. We've got a Bredis. And we have the boss before Bredis. I don't know if I want to go fight the amygdala again either, considering there's going to be another amygdala in the Chalice dungeons. Might be too redundant. One good thing that makes these runs super quick on New Game Plus cycles, though, is the fact that you don't have to run through and gather up mats for everything again. Although, let's go get the shortcut real quick. We do need to go get the second blood rock so we can plus 10 the boomer hammer. Come on, boys. Follow me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Yes, I just smacked Lady Arnhem with my hammer. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it, baby? Ain't gonna do nothing. All right, now just to neatly skirt the horrors that are the winter lanterns. All right, we run a path. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. I mean, DLC access isn't that far into the game. Oh, fuck me. I goofed. I forgot to pull the lever, Kronk. Because you can get into the DLC right after Vicar Amelia. Which isn't too far into the game, so. It's sooner than you can get into the Ring City in Dark Souls 3. Or at least at a comparable point. Or the Painted World of Ariandel. I guess would be it, because you can either get to the Ring City through the Painted World or through the final bonfire of the game. And then you have Dark Souls 2 that had its DLC access all throughout the game. And Dark Souls 1 that you had to get to the forest? By where the golden golem is? All of the From Software catalog has weird ways of getting into the DLC, so nothing too immediately outlandish with how long it takes you to get into the DLC here. Like I said, I'm just playing through the game again just to get a little boss rush going for future content and to see how things stack up on New Game Plus cycles. Alrighty then. I think I forgot to grab my blood echoes up there, but we're fine. We don't need them. Who needs them, really? Alrighty. Pop some of those. Fortify the weapon. Boom hammer, go boom. And let's go finish off the last bit of bosses. Exactly, silly. He's so abandoned that he got completely forgotten about in the first playthrough. How sad. Truth. Truth. Also, we don't have the music box, so I can't shut the baby up after we inevitably beat this fight. Not the lawnmower, please. God, your backhand is ridiculous. She is such a really cool boss. Like, I don't think anybody realizes exactly how cool this boss is. A Corvian lady with a bunch of arms and knives guarding a baby? That's fucking dope, dude. surprised she hasn't transported us to the Shadow Realm yet. Somehow dodged that by attacking. Did it twice. Apparently that's a thing you can do. Let's see if I can dodge the old, Oh, she's not gonna do it? Are you just not gonna do it? I also find it very interesting when bosses take more damage from certain sides of their body. We did not dodge it. Like, she takes about 300 more damage when you hit it from the back. I like that. Not because we're hitting it from the back, but because we get bonus damage. Get your mind out of the gutter, you pervs. I don't simp for the wet nurse. The baby present. How could I? Yep. Yes. We're fine. Woo! Shadow Realm almost did me in, brothers and sisters. What are you running to? I'm just here to deliver fresh bongs, okay? I dodged it that time. No Shadow Realm for you, Miss Wet Nurse. The fact that that counts as a projectile, I find extremely interesting. I wish it was more consistent, like there was an actual, like, physical projectile that came through. But GG, Wet Nurse. GG. Celia is an anomaly, able to give a lobotomy to any motherfuckers challenging their astronomy. Now, I won't flex Big Dingus energy and go and kill Gehrman and end the game again and go into a new game plus 2 cycle. Because, that would be silly.
Good hunter. Very well. Farewell.
That would be very silly. What we are going to do, however, is go and fight Abridus and the boss before them. Juan Luis. Boss rush is going well. We just finished Wet Nurse. We just have a Breedis, the boss before Breedis. And then we will probably call the stream at that. Because I want to, I need to do Chalice Dungeon stuff, and then we have DLC to do. We would have went straight into the DLC off the get, but Bloodborne's the one FromSoft game that doesn't allow for that, that easy replay. Did Dark Souls 1 have the easy replay button as well? I can't remember. Answer to your question, though, we're 2 hours and 20 minutes into the game, and we have beat most of the mainline bosses, barring the Witches of Henwick and the Amygdala. Witches of Henwick because the fight's the same no matter what level you play it at. Amygdala because it's annoying and I don't want to do it just because I'm gonna have to do it again in the Chalice Dungeon anyway. Open, says Bill. Better calm down there, tree. Before you get some discount Billy beatdowns. Yeah, I think it was 2. Now that we're talking about it, I think Dark Souls 2 was the first one that didn't take you straight into new game. I hear ya. I like the Chalice Dungeons, at least the base Chalice Dungeons, the one that From Software designed themselves. I didn't do much spelunking back in my prime with this game. One automatically takes you to the new game plus 1 thought, so. Excuse me, sir. I deserve that. Run, Billy. Run while you still can. Better not cuck me here. You are cucking me here. This is fine. We bonk him to death. That way we get free access to the ladder. Free access to ladder. 2 clean bonks necessary as payment. The Enhanced New Game Plus is dope, and it's something that I honestly am valuing a lot in Final Fantasy 16. Are you kidding me? Okay. Well then. I have just been styled upon, folks. I've got the big suck. And now they are going to perpetually spam. Oh, God! The stuns at me. No, don't do it again! Not another one! My 99 insight down to 95. Oh my god. Get fucking cheese, bud. That is more of a Scholar of the First Sin issue. Oh my god, dude. This game is making me look a fool. But I am no fool. I am Bill. GG, buds. Yeah, there's a reason why people don't like Scholar of the First Sin as much as the base game, even if it did up the frame rate to 60 FPS and make the DLCs easier to access. Or did it? I think, actually, that might be another reason people don't like Scholar of the First Sin is because they made the DLCs harder to access, now that I'm thinking about it. Because you had to go to specific places to get the keys instead of just getting the key outright. Scholar of the First Sin was weird. I have a love-hate relationship with it. It is my preferred way to play the game. But it was another one of those instances where they split their player base for no good goddamn reason between the original version and the Scholar of the First Sin version. It's like with Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls Remaster. Split their player base for no good reason. Okay, which one is it? It's you. I have one Shaman Bone Blade. You really jumped away from me, eh? Look how many finger these mutants have. Listen, sir, I'm just trying to give you the word of the good bonk, okay? You need only accept. Yo, never seen that attack before. Usually this boss isn't alive this long. That's what I get for trying to meme, I suppose. Oh my god. Celestial emissary, please calm down. Don't you forget you're supposed to be a joke, sir. There's supposed to be a meme right before the actual hard boss. That boss is actually only hard if you fight it like a goddamn fuel. Alright.
Gammon away.
I don't wanna see Gehrman.
Farewell.
Alright. Let's see how this fight goes. If I can kill her off of the first rip, we should be okay. If I cannot, we might be in for a strug. Bye-bye now. Altar of Despair. Okay, we need to get back into the we gotta get back into the tentacle butt. Difficulty. She has too much health. We can't burn it quick enough. Good to know. Good to know. If I could stop being bullies, that'd be pretty alright. We're also at the disadvantage now that she knows our intent. She's not gonna be just standing haphazard at the end of the thoroughfare. shite move in this woman's arsenal. Oh no, am I gonna die? Yes, I am, because that dash is bullshit and she frenzied me. The moment you see death coming a mile away. Predicted. Down to the second. Be right back. Oh yeah, Celia. We're back, by the way. It's not directly a one-shot, but when it's paired with any other attack, boy, ain't it. Boy, ain't it. Quite good. Damage is actually quite good. Oh my god. Jump button, please. Fuck me, dude. I panicked by how well that run was going, and I got sloppy. That's wonderful. When's your vacation, Celia? Next week, dope. Next week's the 20th, right? Isn't next week when what's its fuck comes out? Remnant 2? I don't know when I'm gonna do Demon Souls. Given the updated mechanics, I'll probably do Demon Souls last. Considering it is the most recent of the besides Elden Ring, of course. Remnant's the 24th? Gotcha. Okay. There's a breed us down. If you don't mind me asking, what's got you into the running mindset? What made you decide you wanted to get your cardio up and stuff? Not asking because I'm like wanting to like be weird or shame you or anything. I'm asking because I'm actively trying to find motivation myself to get like healthier lifestyle stuff in order, and I'm just genuinely curious what makes people do things that they do to benefit themselves.
Gammon away. Very well.
Sounds like a great plan for the week, though. Alrighty then. You know what? Gotcha. That'll do it. That will do it. Alrighty, folks. That is, you know, as sad as it is living in a U.S. state, yeah, it's understandable. You can kind of almost see your future in other people, or potential future, and you're like, I have to change the future. So, but yeah, that's where we're gonna end the stream for the night. A main game boss rush feels pretty good. We got through the whole game, sans 2 of the side bosses, but I don't think anybody's gonna hate on us for not doing those ones. Tomorrow will be podcast, and then Friday we will probably conquer the Chalice dungeons, and then the DLC on sometime this weekend. So until next time, Tenant Crew, much love, take care, be safe. Thank you all for coming out. If you enjoyed the stream, Don't forget to like it and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Much love, everybody. Bye-bye.